We are going to be spending the day in the most beautiful beach town, Malibu, California. It's 77 degrees right now, it's 10 a.m. and I'm just surrounded by mountains and I feel like I couldn't be happier right now. It's such a perfect day out. So I'm just excited to have a little solo day to myself and explore Malibu. I just grabbed an Alfred's matcha. I'm always a fan of country marts. I think it's a really good representation of what the town is like. And Malibu Country Mart has pretty much everything you need. They don't have any department stores like Nordstrom's or Bloomingdale's or Macy's, but they have some of the best boutiques and some of the coolest brands right now. Stores that you might not see at your typical mall, but I always love seeing what these stores curate for the different seasons. And for this place specifically, I think it's really telling of what people wear in Malibu and what's cool here. Sun Life Organics is my go-to place if I want a smoothie or acai bowl, and it was founded in Malibu, and so it's kind of like a cool local spot in LA. You guys, this view is insane. It is so gorgeous today. You never know with beach towns what the weather is gonna be, but today it is so hot, I'm already sweating. The ocean is 100% my happy place. It's always been my go-to place for tranquility and peace. There are so many surfers out right now. Let's see if we can see them. They're not catching very many waves, so. They're building a couple houses right there, and that would be so crazy to live right next to Malibu Pier, also just a few feet from the ocean. I feel like that would be a little bit too scary for me. I'd be a little bit paranoid, but you would get very beautiful ocean sounds while you sleep and a very beautiful view. What's crazy about living in LA that I haven't noticed in other cities yet, so sometimes you'll be driving next to really, really fancy, nice cars. All of their windows are extremely tinted, and I can't help but wonder if it's a celebrity, and if so, which celebrity is it? Like, I just want to know. Because right now I was just driving next to a Rolls Royce. You can't see in because all of the windows were too dark and tinted. This might be more for the girls, but like, you know when you're watching the Kardashians, they get into their Rolls Royce or their Bentley, and they're driving around town, and sometimes I see the background and I'm like, oh, I know that's Sunset in Hollywood or whatever area that they're in. And so whenever I drive past these cars in real life, I'm so curious who it is. I just want to know. I wish their windows weren't tinted just so I could see inside and then move on with my day. Swimmers out there, and I give so much credit to people who can swim in an ocean. I used to play water polo and I swam back in the day, so I feel very comfortable swimming, but when it comes to the ocean, there's such an extra level of difficulty that comes with that. And also I'm like a little bit scared of the ocean, which I know is embarrassing, but as I've gotten older, I feel like I've developed this fear. There they go. It actually looks like they're swimming so fast. Once I get into water, I genuinely never want to leave. Because I'm a little bit scared of oceans, I could spend hours in a lake, in a pool. I feel like my inner child comes out and I just want to pretend that I'm a mermaid and never leave the water. That looks so tempting for me just to jump in it. I thought about it. Even though I didn't bring a bathing suit, I really did think about jumping in the water. I've been having a lot of alone time recently. I'm actually a very social person and I love being around other people, and I've never needed alone time to recharge. But I'm really trying to get to the point where I can go have a meal at a restaurant by myself or go to a movie theater by myself and feel comfortable and confident and actually enjoy my own presence and enjoy being by myself. I'm definitely not at that point yet. It definitely makes me uncomfortable going to a restaurant and eating alone. And my outlook on it was always that I love quality time, and so any of these activities, I would just rather do it with other people. I never had the desire to do it by myself, but I think what I'm really trying to practice and lean into is that I can prefer doing these activities and doing these things with other people, but I really want to train myself and learn how to also enjoy them if I were to be by myself and not feel super insecure that I'm eating alone, because I always feel the need to grab my phone and like pretend that I'm scrolling or pretend that I'm doing something if I am in those situations. So yeah, I know that's a little bit of a tangent, but that's kind of what I'm reflecting on as I'm staring at the ocean. Daylight savings just happened, and so sunset is now going to be at 5 p.m. It's 3:45 right now, which to be honest feels way too early for the sun to be setting. I already go to bed so early, and so when the sun goes down, that's when I go to bed, and winter time is not the best for me when it comes to being social, because it just feels so wrong to be leaving your apartment when it's already been dark out for like 4 hours. It's crazy. Wintertime, honestly, it feels like I'm hibernating. So now that I know that about myself though, I'm gonna try to make a conscious effort to not do that. Today it kind of works in my benefit because the sun is setting in an hour. So we're gonna go to the beach and we're gonna go take advantage of seeing the sunset. Starting to pick up. When I left for Malibu this morning, I kept getting notifications on the weather app telling me that there was going to be severe wind, and I just kept getting warnings for it. And for the majority of today, I was like, there's no way, it's been so beautiful out, but I'm definitely starting to feel it now. Anytime there's wind, I feel like my eyes immediately start to cry. Gotta put on the glasses. Is this normal? Because I feel like the sun is massive right now. So my first job out of college was in Santa Monica, and we would always get so excited for the winter times because even though it would get dark early and we would leave the office when it was already dark out, the winter times meant that we were going to be getting the most beautiful sunsets. And at the office that I worked at, we were on the 5th floor, and we would always go to the back staircase that overlooked the ocean. And we'd be there for like 20 minutes just staring at the sunset because it was so picturesque and so beautiful. Honestly, that was like one of the highlights of working there and working in Santa Monica. So yeah, one goal that I definitely have for myself is going to go watch some more sunsets this winter time. Video. Thank you guys for keeping me company today and spending the day with me in Malibu. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next video.